Okay, in this video we're going to do these 3 pages. We'll begin with find a solution for these equations, and then page 2 we'll use the word sum and write this in words, and page 3 we'll write these sentences in symbols with plus and equals and things like that. Okay, so n plus 3 equals 10. What is the answer? Okay, now what this means is, what is n? Now remember that if the thing about a letter, letters are simply used for placeholders. So it's kind of like saying box plus 3 equals 10. So what number would you stick in the box to make that equation correct? You would stick in the number 7, right? Because 7 and 3 is 10. So n is 7. Okay, so the solution to the equation is that n equals 7. The unknown number is 7, to write the whole thing out. Okay. So 5 plus n equals 13. What do I stick in the box to make this thing true? 5 plus what gives 13? Write in the answer. Okay. So a letter just represents a box, basically. A box where you write a number. Can you figure that one out? The answer is 5 plus 8, right? So the solution to that equation is n equals 8. Now how about this one? Press pause and do this guy. 21 equals n plus 12. Rewrite it with a box. That always looks nice, doesn't it? 21 equals box plus 12. Write in what number will work now. What number will make the equation true? 21 equals what number plus 12? Is it 9? Right? So the solution is n is 9, right? Okay, let's go to page 2. And we're going to use the word sum and write these things in words. So 4 plus 5 can be written as the sum of 4 and 5. Watch out for the word and. So the sum of 4 and 5. M plus n. How could you write that? Press pause and write down the answer. So when you have plus, that means it's a sum. Okay, plus. Adding means we're getting the sum. 4 plus 5. So m plus n is the sum, right? The sum, adding, of what? The sum of m and n. 3 plus 12 equals 15 can be written as so. The sum of 3 and 12. Okay. So the plus becomes sum. And instead of writing equals, we can actually write is 15. Or equals 15, same thing. Is the same thing as equals, right? 3 and 12 is 15. The sum of 3 and 12 is 15. The sum of 3 and 12 is 15, right? So the equals corresponds to is, sum corresponds to plus. Okay? And page 3, we'll go from words to symbols. So how would you write the sum of 4 and 7 with symbols? Use the plus sign. The sum of 12 and 7. The sum of 12 and 7? 12 plus 7. How about the sum of 2 and 11 is 13? How would you write that with symbols? 11. The sum of 2 and 11 is 13. 2 plus 11. And how did we do is? How do we represent is? Equals, right? Equals 13. So the answer is 2 plus 11 equals 13. Okay. This one was just 12 plus 7. 5 added to 9. How would you represent that? 5 added to 9. Well, there's 2 ways. You could go 5 added to 9, or you could start with 9 and add on 5. 5 added to 9. Okay, so this way or this way. How about 3 more than 10? How would you represent that? So we know what, I mean, we know this answer, of course, is 14. But it's about writing it out, because that's a skill we'll need for algebra. 3 more than 10 is beginning with 10 and adding on 3. 10 plus 3, which of course is 13. We know that, right? What's 3 more than x? If 3 more than 10 is 10 plus 3, 3 more than x is what? X plus what? X plus 3 more than 10 is 10 plus 3, 3 more than x. If x is just some number, who knows what it is? X plus 3, that number plus 3. 3 more than n, where n, or sorry, 9 more than n, where n represents some number, would be n. And then what? 9 more than n, the number n plus 9, right?